Hi folks, Old South Sales here in Jackson, Mississippi, where we sell diesel trucks, and we sell them all, folks. I mean, we sold one. If it's a diesel and they made it, we've sold it. One of the things that's hardest for us to find to list is an affordable truck, a nice truck that's affordable. Well, today we're going to list a truck like that, but it's a really difficult truck to find. So if you've been looking for one of these, you better latch on to this one. It's a good truck. It's a 2004 F350 Lariat, 05 F350 Lariat, turbo diesel engine. It's got like 302 or 3 something thousand miles on it. It's been tuned and deleted, so you don't have to worry about that. It's sitting on a really nice set of Cooper tires with a spare under it, just like it's supposed to be. New windshield, just about everything on it has been redone, taken care of, and all that. We're going to show you and go over it. But a nice set of tires, as I said. The interior is really, really nice. Now here's the hard thing about this truck to find, folks. It's an F350 turbo diesel 4-wheel drive with a short bed. Now you can go all over wherever you want to and see if you can find a truck like this that's a bargain and a value the way this truck's going to be. Now you can buy a nicer truck. I mean, you buy a way more expensive truck, but it won't be any nicer than this one, folks. And the depreciation's out of it. Whatever this truck's worth right now, if you take care of it, it's going to be worth that in 5 years. So you can go buy a newer one that smells a little better and lose about 20 grand, or if you buy a new one, about 40. But it's an 05 Lariat turbo diesel, got a great stance to it. Good, I mean, just looks good. It's got new headlights. You know how they get fogged over. New grill. The windshield's been replaced.
The old grill was peeling like they always do. I went ahead and put a new one on, and a new Ford emblem, new windshield. It's got about 1.5 inches, maybe 2-inch leveling kit on it.
But you can see under here, it's a local Mississippi truck. There's no rust issues or any of that for anybody to ask about.
What I like is this truck has the Cooper tires. You know, you can tell when one's been maintained right, because most people won't spend the money on name brand tires on an older truck.
I see one little spot here that's not going to show up. You got to be looking, because I look for what the person who bids this off, that occasional person who buys a truck for just picking a figure 10 grand and secretly hopes he's getting a $30,000 truck. This is a really nice truck, and it's going to be a value. However, you can't see it in the pictures. You got to look at it.
Just a little
now this truck's the way I would order one, because I hunt and fish and pull boats and all that. I like this not having carpet in it. Look at the seats. It's still got the Lariat emblems. Got power on both sides. They work. I don't know how the headliner's going to show in there, but the headliner's clean.
You know, new trucks, they charge extra for the vinyl mats now instead of carpet. It's crazy. They got power pedals that work, automatic headlights, fog lights, CD and cassette, tow command, electronic shift 4-wheel drive, windows, locks, tilt, cruise, mirrors, got it all.
Now, you can see in here, our boys didn't clean that, and you can see what it looks like. Up in here, it's all fresh. That just shows you that it's not been in the mud, not been a farm truck, a work truck, none of that, because we can't get that clean. If that mud gets up in there, it's just kind of there.
Sliding rear window, got the flip up thingamaflidget. See all the cab corners, everything's good on it, even inside there, everything's good.
Look under here, how clean that is.
Got the extra leaf for the tow package, got the spare tire, bed liner.
Is it been cut?
No, the bed liner's, see, it's not been cut. Now, I did put those later model FX4 decals on. The old FX4 ones were kind of peeling, so.
Big hitch, tailgate's not beat and banged up, spares underneath it. You can see down the side, it's not chipped up, all that. I will open this door here so you can see in the back how clean it is.
Cab corners are all
for an
good.
05 truck, folks, that's a really nice truck.
This is one, if we said 150, I mean, or 100 or whatever.
80. Seat works, you see the leather's nice, the Lariat in, still got the Lariat in the seats.
Got the manual, got the spare tire key.
Dash not cracked. Once you get in here, no mud and dust up in there.
Even the bottom of the doors, no rust.
Sets up good. Just a nice truck. These trucks are getting really hard to find, folks. An affordable diesel truck, and of course you find one like this that they didn't make many of, it's really hard to find. But this is a good truck. It's going to be a great bargain, a great value. If you've got a big boat to pull, or you hunt, fish, whatever, this short wheelbase is perfect for that. This truck will ride good going down the road. If you've got a work site or a business you want to put it to work, it's ready to go to work. And as I said, these trucks are just difficult to find. But it's a 2005 Ford F350 turbo diesel that's been tuned and deleted. It's a Lariat, 4-wheel drive, sitting on a nice set of Cooper tires. Got a great stance to it, new windshield, lights and all that. Plus the interior is just really nice and hard to find. As I said, it's a 2005 Ford F350 short wheelbase Lariat 1-ton turbo diesel. A nice truck, folks, and whoever buys it is going to be glad that they did. Thank you so much for watching our video. We appreciate it. Look forward to visiting with you about this truck and seeing you here in Jackson, Mississippi. Thanks.
Hi folks, Dan Dale here. You've been listening to my dad talk about this truck. Now I'm going to take you on a test drive, but before I do, just want to show you a few things under the hood here. First of all, we don't clean under hoods. This is just how this truck came in, so you can see for yourself that it's obviously not spent much time, if any, off-road. And the reason I can say that is because when they have all these bare aluminum pieces, they get a patina that just can't be cleaned off, and this one doesn't have that. The main thing I want to show you though is, you can see, take the cap off, a little bit of smoke, but it's not puffing. Smoke's no big deal as long as it's not puffing. The main thing is, you see, I can set the cap down and it doesn't blow off. If that cap were to blow off, that would mean it has blow-by. And what that is engine compression getting past the piston rings and into the crankcase. Not necessarily a sign of a bad engine, but it's a sign of wear that this truck doesn't have. Other thing I want to show you, see, it's got an aluminum radiator. When we were putting the leveling kit on, the jack slipped and cracked the old radiator, so I had this aluminum one laying around, and so we went ahead and put it on since we already had it. So it's a real high dollar setup. You can see Motorcraft battery stuff. So now we're going to hop in, take it for a test drive. Okay, now we're in the truck. You'll have to excuse my shaky camera work because I'm filming with one hand and driving with the other on some of the worst roads in the city of Jackson. But even though the video may come out a little shaky, rest assured the truck itself has a great ride and drive. This truck, it fires right up, hot or cold, no cold start issues. And whether you buy from us or whomever, you always want to hear a Power Stroke crank cold, because if this got injector issues or FICM issues, it may run perfect hot, but if there's problems, it's going to show up when it's cold. And this one doesn't have any issues, hot or cold, as far as any of that's concerned. It goes straight down the road, doesn't pull to the left or right, doesn't vibrate or pull when you hit the brakes. Now, one thing you can take away from all these potholes and bumps we're running over is that the truck is tight. There's no clunks in the front end, no bangs or creaks or any of that. It goes down the road like it should. Now, like we said, it's an F350, titled as an F350, but the only thing I want to mention is I think it's a Lariat. I mean, it's got Lariat seats, it's got the tow command, it's got power pedals, automatic headlights. It's got all the Lariat stuff, but the badges do say XLT, so you know, you can call it a XLT Lariat or whatever. Just pointing that out because I don't want anybody to get mad or have any hard feelings over that. But I mean, it's got power seats on both sides. They're hooked up, they work, and they're leather, and they're factory covers. They got the little Lariat in the seat and everything. So you know, I don't think somebody took an XLT and just redid it in leather. But anyway, just wanted to point that out. As far as mechanically, the only thing I can point out as being wrong, this passenger mirror, it acts like it tries to move and like it's stuck. My mechanic thinks there's something jammed in there. He says he can fix it, but just in case he can't or we forget, I want you to assume when you bid that passenger power mirror doesn't work. Now the driver's one, it does everything it's supposed to, so you don't have to worry about it. But like I said, it does have automatic headlights. It's got tow command, got a brand new windshield in it, got the aluminum radiator. One thing I hadn't mentioned already, this truck has been EGR deleted, and you know, you hear a lot of stuff about 6.0s, but most of that revolves around the EGR cooler and the problems that it causes. I'm not going to give a dissertation on it, but once you delete the EGR cooler, that removes like 99% of the 6.0 issues, and the rest is just service. You got to keep these trucks serviced properly. You can't treat them like a 7.3. You got to change the oil every 5,000 miles. You got to change the filters, fuel filters, every other oil change, and you got to use Ford filters. You can't use aftermarket filters because Ford will not release their patent on their filter design. So if you're not running Ford filters, then you're not getting any filtration. So you've got to use Ford filters. You do that, and these things, you know, they can basically run forever. This one also has a brand new oil cooler, and that's the other little slightly weak area on a 6.0. The oil cooler is shaped like a P-trap, so any sediment in the engine builds up in the oil cooler and clogs it, and then you get crazy high oil temperatures. So while we were doing the EGR cooler, the temperature variance, you can tell when the oil cooler is going out by the temperature variance between the oil and the coolant. This one, it was still within spec, but it was on the high end of being within spec. So we went ahead and put a brand new one in it. So one less thing that you got to worry about. But you can see, it goes down the road just fine. We're doing over the speed limit. I'm not going to say how much, but it's going down the road just fine. I just set the cruise. You can see the little green light for the cruise. The cruise works. No issues there. Something we always try and check. Wipers work. Horn works. I mean, like I said, other than the mirror, that's about all I can nitpick on this truck. We've had it probably about a year now, and we've been moving campers with it and hauling RVs, campers around, and you know, running errands and stuff. It's a good truck. I wouldn't hesitate to hop in this truck and drive it anywhere. If you want to fly in and drive this truck home, you can. I will be glad to pick you up at Jackson International Airport, no extra charge during our regular business hours. And you can, we'll come back to our office here in Jackson, Mississippi. We'll do paperwork and feedback and everything and let you get on the road. Or if you're like most of our customers are from the Northeast or the Midwest, you're buying from us for two reasons. One, we got great prices, and two, we got Southern rust-free trucks. And with that being said, we understand not everybody has time to spend 2 or 3 days flying or driving down and then driving home. So if that's you, don't let the idea of having to deal with shipping turn you off from buying the truck, or don't let the prices you might find online dissuade you either, because depending on how much of a hurry you're in, we can save you as much as half off. And the reason for that is most of these guys you find online aren't actually shippers. They don't have a fleet of trucks out on the road. They're just brokers. And what they'll do is they'll charge you hundreds of dollars up front, and they'll call it a deposit, but all it really is their broker's fee for arranging transportation. And they all use this one website that's not open to the public called Central Dispatch to find somebody to actually haul it. Well, we've jumped through all the hoops, and we're paying $2 or $3 grand a year now to be on Central Dispatch. So basically we can give our customers wholesale rates on shipping. So if you're interested, shoot me a text or an email, 601-376-9869 with your zip code, and I can get you a good ballpark figure on shipping. Or if you're anywhere near Houston or Dallas or Atlanta or pretty much anywhere in the state of Florida, then I can get you a real good deal on shipping. So like I said, if you're interested, let me know. I can get you a good ballpark quote on it. Basically the way it works is you pay me for the truck. You can either wire it or FedEx me a cashier's check. I immediately send you the title and all the paperwork, and I post it for shipping. Now we aren't the shipper, so I have to find somebody to ship it. So I post it on there, and as soon as I hear from somebody, I make the arrangements and get the truck to you. And when they drop it off, you just hand them cash for the shipping. Real smooth, simple deal. We've done it hundreds and hundreds of times. So if you have any questions, give me a call, 601-376-9869. Be glad to answer any questions you might have about shipping, what it takes to buy it, about 6.0 engines in general, any of that. Feel free to just give me a call. Like I said, 601-376-9869. Now before I go, I want to show you the dash just so you can see no warning lights lit, no service lights, any of that. Because, you know, it's easy to kill a light with your scan tool and take a picture and say, look, no lights. But there's a problem and you haven't fixed it, then as soon as you go to driving, those lights are going to come right back on. So we like to show the dash after we've been driving a while, just so you can see for yourself that there are no lights lit. So anyway, beyond that, if you have any questions, give me a call, 601-376-9869. Appreciate you watching the video and listening to everything we have to say, and look forward to seeing you here in Jackson, Mississippi. Thank you.